I love working as a virtual assistant. I get to see all the strategy that these multi-6-figure and 7-figure coaches implement in their business, and I get to see what they're doing to really delight their clients. But I also see the other side, the disconnect between the marketing and how they actually act, the disregard for their own business and making their virtual assistants that they pay $20 an hour do all the work. And I've seen a lot of other stuff that just makes me really sad that this is the world we live in. And I'm gonna share that with you. So today's episode is gonna be a virtual assistant confessions episode, and I'm gonna talk about all the stuff that I've seen, or at least a few things. For all the tips and tricks you need on building a successful virtual assistant business, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every Tuesday when my videos go live. Okay, so as I said in the intro, the hook, or whatever you want to call it of this video, I've seen some shit. And I'm gonna share it with you because for me, this was one of the hardest things as a virtual assistant and building my business I've dealt with in the last 4 years. It's the disconnect between what the people are marketing and saying and talking about on social media and what they're doing behind the scenes. So I've had a lot of clients, and I'm not gonna pinpoint who this is about because first of all, legally I can't. And second of all, that's just not nice. Second of all, I understand people are human. I understand. I have so much empathy for people that are going through hard times because I've been through hard times. Hell, I just got out of the longest 11-year hard time of my life a week ago. But the point is that it's not an excuse to capitalize on one thing and then be a totally different person behind the scenes. And it happens a lot. I'm talking about the people that talk about how important it is to stand your ground and set boundaries and ask for what you're worth. But when they go to hire someone like you that has a business like you, or they hire you and you're getting paid $25 an hour when they're making $500,000 and you're in charge of everyone's stuff. Or you've been hired on as a graphic designer and now all of a sudden you are literally running 4 businesses. Or you came on simply as customer service, but now you've got to organize that crazy lady over there who can't figure out her brain. This stuff happens a lot, guys. And I think as virtual assistants, we have an expectation with our clients that they know what they're doing. And I mean, let's be real, it's not surprising that half of them don't. But what is surprising is that they pretend like they do. Why do we do this? And I'm not talking about one slip up, guys. I'm not talking about you wrote something saying that you are vegan and then you ate a piece of bacon. I'm not talking to that. I'm talking about the ones that are ask what you're worth, put your packages out there, blah, blah, blah. And then behind the scenes, they're micromanaging their employees. And the ones that they've hired, even though they said, oh, my rate's $30 an hour, they say, we want to hire you, but we can only afford 20. Those are the people that you need to run from. Those are the clients that you don't want to work with, and those are the clients that will throw you underneath the bus before they even take any responsibility for it. And that's bullshit. Virtual assistants are being hired to work with someone. We aren't employees, we are contractors. And it is, or at least in my opinion, should be that we are not expected to hold up the entire business. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about being a coach in the virtual assistant space, because the amount of crap that I've dealt with, the amount of harassment, verbal abuse that these so-called heart-centered entrepreneurs have given to me, it's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. And I'm so upset and I'm so pissed off that no one is calling them out on it. And that's what I'm doing in this video. Hopefully this doesn't go viral because God knows all my clients are gonna yell at me. But that being said, I want you guys to know that this is something that's gonna happen. You're gonna see it a lot. There's gonna be a disconnect between what your client is saying to the universe and what they're giving to you. And guess what? It's not their responsibility to make this to stop. It's really not, it's yours. And you can make it stop one of 3 ways. You can set boundaries and say, look, you hired me for X, Y, and Z. I'm not doing anything else. If you don't like that, bye. Or 2, you can quit and not set that, because let me tell you, I've tried to set boundaries and then they're disregarded, and they're disregarded again. And then when I have the audacity to say, hey, like, you can't call me at 12 a.m., and they are like, no, I'm required to. You say, no, honey, I'm gonna leave now. You can go run your own business, because that's what you're gonna have to do. Virtual assistants get a lot of verbal abuse, guys. It's fucked up, really fucked up. And I want you to be careful, and I want you to make sure that the clients that you're working with, if they start doing this and they start treating you like crap, or their marketing is out of alignment, or something just isn't working, it's your responsibility to tell them and to show them that this is just not enough. And guys, I hate to say this to you, but it's up to you to prevent this. So just be careful, guys. I want you to work with clients that you absolutely love and that are in integrity. So when these warning signs come up, when you notice their marketing is different, or that, they put blame on you when maybe you were at fault a tiny bit, but it was both of you, be careful. Those are the people you don't want to work with. Those are the people that are going to suck the energy from you and suck the passion that you have for your business out of you. I promise you. It's so much easier to say goodbye in the long term than to hold on. I've held on to a lot of clients, and it's only ruined the relationship and made it way worse. And I don't want you to do that. And I think that these people need to learn. And the only way for them to really learn is for you to set an example for yourself and all the other virtual assistants that come after you into these entrepreneurs' business. Because if you start leaving and then someone else leaves and then another person leaves, maybe they'll finally understand that it's not their employees, it's them. Because we all need to take responsibility for our business. We all need to understand that every single mistake that is made is our own. And you need to own up to that. And when people don't own up to it, it means that they're out of integrity, and it means that their business is built on lies. And who wants to work for a liar? Okay, guys, heavy stuff today. See you next week.